Good day to you, students. Uh, don't mind my haircut. It's well. Let's continue from where we stopped. I told you there would be a need for us to treat some exercises, especially word problems, so that we can understand this trigonometry and its application very well. So you have done two of these word problems. Let's just check this one more, then we proceed from there. This says two boats 70 meters apart and on opposite sides of a lighthouse are in a straight line with the lighthouse. The angle of elevation of the top of the lighthouse from the two boats are 71.6 and 45 degrees. Find the height of the lighthouse. We are taking tan 71.6 to be 3. So, like I said to you, when we have a question like this, the best thing to do first is to have a diagram. We need to get the diagram right. So, and try as much as possible, whatever thing the instruction is not saying, apart from forget apart, whatever thing your instruction, the question is not giving, be careful you are not painting it. What I'm trying to say is, if you have a picture, I should be able to ask you, why did you draw this line? You should be able to say, because the question says this, okay? Why is this line going this way? Why did you put your angle here? You should be able to tell me, because the question says this. So it saves us that way, or you have a proof for everything you're saying, not just painting any picture or writing any diagram, or drawing any diagram for drawing sake. So let's check this out. Two boats 70 meters apart. Obviously we have two boats. Let's say boat 1, boat A, and boat B. They are 70 meters apart. 70 meters. So, and on opposite sides of a lighthouse. Opposite sides of a lighthouse. Look at this. It means lighthouse is somewhere here. So a boat will be here, another boat here. So I'm thinking of, fortunately for us, it is not 45.5, so one is longer than another. So that is what I feel here. So if I have my lighthouse here, so I call it lighthouse, okay? So I am done with this opposite side of a lighthouse, are in a straight line with the lighthouse. Fortunately, in a straight line with the lighthouse, we are done with this. The angle of elevation of the top of the lighthouse from the two boats, that means the angle of elevation from the boat to this point, that means this angle, and this boat to this point, that means this angle will be 71.6 and 45. This one looks closer to 90, so I should put 71.6 here, then I have 45 degrees here. So we are done here. We are here now. Find the height of the lighthouse. We are having this height of the lighthouse. This is the picture. Lovely, right? Yes, that's it. You ask me why I have my height and my lighthouse here. I will tell you it is on the opposite side of the lighthouse. That is the two boats. So a boat one is here and a boat 2 is here. So ask me why I placed them on 70. They said it's 70 meters apart. Any question here, I should be able to answer you based on this. The reason why I placed my 71.6 here and 45 degrees here is I just felt this one is closer to this to 0, and this one is farther to 0. So this is more like, even if you put 45 here and 70 and 71.6 here, it does not really make much difference. Your calculation will tell. So here now, there is now let's see how we work this out. We have been given this, but I don't know if you are going to use it yet. But let's see. We are looking for this height. Can I split this 70? Let me split this 70. This is I need to let you know this is a why question. This is a very interesting question from from our x. So let's see, if I separate this one, we have been told everything is 70 meters. So if I separate this, if I have this one to be x, for instance, let me make my x bigger. If I have this place to be x, obviously this one will be 70 minus x. If everything is 70, so this one will be, I take this one away from this, I will have this. So let me relate this one and this one with this, then this one and this one with this. So by Sohcahtoa, I have opposite and adjacent here. That is OA, that is 2R now. So I will have tan 71.6 is equal to H opposite over X now. So if I have this, definitely I will have X is equal to, no, it should be H. By cross multiplication, I have H is equal to X tan 71.6. Fortunately, our tan 71.6 has been given to be 3, so I have H is equal to 3x, equation 1, luckily. So we can go for the next one using 45. So I have this one against this, that's another tangent, another tan, so I will have tan 45 is equal to H over 70 minus x. For me to have this, I will cross multiply again. I will have H again equals 70 minus x tan 45. And if you press your calculator, tan 45 is equal to 1. So I have H is equal to 70 minus x times 1. That is 1. That is 70 minus x eventually. So if this is equal to this, if A is equal to B, for instance, and A is as well equal to C, it is A that is equal to B. A is also equal to C. It means B is automatically equal to C. So therefore, if H is equal to 3x and that same H is equal to 70 minus x, it means I can relate 3x to be equal to 70 minus x. So from this calculation, I'll have 3x plus x is equal to 70. Then I have 4x is equal to 70. X will now be 70 over 4. So this x will now be 4 in this. We have 1 in that remains 3. In 30 that is 7. Remember 2 in 20 that is 5. That is 17.5. X is 17.5. Well, we were not asked to solve for this, but we can get our h directly. So our h will now be, therefore our h will now be 3x. That is 3 is equal to 3 into 17.5. So I'll have h to be 52.5. Let me repeat what I said. We have two boats 70 meters apart. Two boats, boat A, boat B, 70 meters apart, are on opposite side of the lighthouse. This is the lighthouse. They are on opposite sides of it. So, and the angle of elevation of the top of the lighthouse from the two boats is 71.6 and 45. Please note, elevation, like I said the last time, elevation is when you are looking up. So it has to do with the height of the person looking and against where he's going or where he's looking at. So that's what we have as an elevation and an elevation here. So we have tan 71.6 equals to it. That is what we used here. So when we have once we have our 2R, that is this over h and x, that's h and x, and as well as h and 70 minus x, cross multiplying, we have this and this. So I equated this to be equal to this because h is equal to h. So I have this. So I was able to, sending this to this side, I had 4x then is equal to 70 equals 70. So by dividing through by 4, I got 17.5. So if I send 17.5 back to my x, I will get my h. That was what I did here finally. I hope you found this work very interesting. Then if yes, there is something you would do for me, I would really appreciate feedbacks. Just let me know if you are getting it, if you are confused, if you have a problem with it. Let us talk. You can chat me up. Let's discuss the problem together. So all I do here is serve you. All I do here is to make it simpler. All I do here is to complement what you were doing in your school. If you have a topic in your school and you have this alongside with it, you will grow fast and you will learn very fast. Provided you are doing the classworks given to you. That classwork is very, very important. As a matter of fact, my student knows that I cannot assume you know what I taught you. Tell me you know. Tell me you understand this. If I ask you, do you understand what I just gave to you? You tell me you do. But you can only understand if you have done some exercises correctly. Even if you are not correct, just try. Try first. Always learn to try to do things. Try it. Then if you are not getting it eventually, then it is our job. It is my job here to help you out with that. A tower and a building stand on the same level. From the point P at the bottom of the building, the angle of elevation of the top T of the tower is 65 degrees. From the top Q, the Q of the building, the angle of elevation of the point T is 25 degrees. If the building is 20 meters high, calculate the distance PT. Hence, calculate the height of the tower to 3 significant figure. Let's see this. You should be able to. You will do this. I am sure it's very simple. It's very simple. So just get the picture right, then you solve your work using Sohcahtoa, and we are fine.